So Black Swan at Helmsley. I was finally offered the position. In fact, I wasn't offered the position. I was said, the position's yours. Put a plan together. Talk to Paul. Where do we see this thing going? So, and the development they gave me was quite simple. They took somebody very, very senior off Welcome Break, who were the motorway service people, and they gave me a rocket scientist for accounts, a guy whose background had been processes and systems, a system guy, and was amazing with management and amazing with figures and finance and structure and organisation and costings, etc. And I then spent 5 days with him, 12 hours a day, on learning, understanding. He was trying to get inside my head and vice versa. I think if I made a mess of those 5 days with him, this was a very senior guy. I mean, and we went through the whole bloody thing of structure and how we're going to control stuff. That was really good. And then spent some time with a guy called John Dyson, who was one of the senior guys regards food safety. He was a bag of laughs. Actually, no one liked John Dyson, but I got on with the guy very well indeed, and we had a laugh. And he was actually a really, really knowledgeable, great guy who, if you're smart with food safety and befriend them and understand each other, then it's worthwhile having that relationship. I'll never forget ever when I had 2 phone calls from reception saying the so-and-so, the environmental health officer down here with John Dyson. And I'm thinking, oh my God, why didn't the bastard tell me he was going to come today? So it's like I got a really busy day. I got the EHO there and the one from the company as well to meet me and have a show round. Then 2 minutes later, I got a phone call saying, sorry, it's me again. Sorry, chef. I've got so-and-so, who's the restaurant AA inspector, who stayed last night. He'd like to tell you about his visit. So I thought, shit, this is extreme. So I went down to reception with chef's whites on and got all 3 of them together. The two EHO hygiene, food safety nutters, of course, want to boil the hell out of everything and overcook everything to bits. And as long as it's completely knackered and above 200 degrees, they don't care. And I then had the A inspector, who was he had a different take on it. So I actually got both of them. We sat down, we had a cup of tea, all 4 of us, and we had a right laugh. So I said to them, so you want to knacker the hell out of my food and you want me to serve it nice and pink? And actually it was really interesting getting those people together, and I really, really enjoyed it. But then Camilo said to me, Johnny, you do a good job here. We have somewhere I want you to go and to work and do some more learning. He said, not learning as in you're thick and stupid, but because this is going to take you to another level. And it was at a time where we were digging up the menus and we were looking at British classics, and I was a maniac for rearranging the kitchen and sawing stuff up and getting stuff painted and moving gas pipes and trying to get the ergonomics and logistics of where things were in the kitchen, the departments, a lot better. And we had what became famous for Greater Wall, Grater, and this was a wall, and on this wall there were 20 graters, okay? And we had jokes about, greater love have no one, etc. But and every single thing, like 3 sizes of ramekins, went on 3 different shelves that were 3 different widths, and everything in the pastry section had green dots on it, and everything on the sauce section had red dots in it, and everything in the fish section had blue dots on it. And the chinois and the conicals and whatever's had their own houses and their own places. And it was this regimented mentality that everybody hated me for 6 days and then thought this was a beautiful way of cooking, and it was a beautiful way of running a kitchen, which really, really worked. So we all had this ongoing problem where every single time you wanted a bloody grater, you could never find the damn grater. Like, where was the tinfoil and where was the bloody cling film? So the graters was, right, here's a lot of cash, go and buy me 20 effing graters, right? I want 20 hooks at that distance, and they're going to have them on that wall. That every single grater will go back on that wall, and it's called the grater wall. So you could blindfold somebody, and you could actually look around the kitchen, and you could see where stuff was going to be kept, which was, I think, the best way to do it. And then, of course, we decided to get involved with the kitchen porter. 4 days working in the kitchen on your section, and then one day we all took it in turns to the kitchen portering. And I tell you what, the place was absolutely immaculate.